Have you ever told yourself, I'll be happy when I get that promotion, or I'll be happy when I find the right person? We all do it. We chase happiness like it's a finish line at the end of a long, hard race. We think that once we get that one thing, the success, the relationship, the dream house, will finally feel complete. But what if that very chase is what's making us miserable? This is what psychologists call the paradox of happiness. The harder you try to be happy, the more it seems to slip through your fingers. It's a strange and frustrating cycle. Here's why it happens. When you define happiness as a future destination, you're training your brain to postpone contentment. Your focus shifts from living in the now to waiting for the next milestone. And when you finally reach it, you get a short burst of joy, but then an emptiness sets in, demanding a new, bigger goal. This is the hedonic treadmill in action. It's our natural tendency to return to a baseline level of happiness, no matter what happens. You get that new phone, and it's amazing. For a week, then it just becomes your phone. That promotion feels incredible, but soon the new responsibilities become the new normal. It's not that we're greedy, it's just how our brains are wired to adapt and strive for more. It's a survival mechanism that, in our modern world, often traps us in an endless pursuit. And then there's social media, which pours gasoline on this fire. We scroll through endless highlight reels of other people's perfect lives, picture-perfect vacations, flawless selfies, and fairy tale romances. Subconsciously, we start comparing our messy, complicated reality to their curated best moments. Our idea of happiness gets warped. We begin to think it looks like what we see online, and we start measuring our own worth in likes, comments, and external validation. Our joy becomes conditional, always dependent on someone else's approval. But what if true happiness isn't about chasing pleasure or stacking up achievements? What if it's a byproduct of something else entirely? The psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi discovered that people are at their happiest when they are in a state of flow. This is when you're so completely absorbed in an activity, whether it's creating art, learning a new skill, or helping someone, that you lose all track of time. Your ego melts away, and you stop asking yourself, am I happy right now? Because you're too busy living. Happiness isn't the goal. It's the natural result of a meaningful and engaged life. The ancient Stoic philosophers knew this centuries ago. They taught that true fulfillment comes from living a life of purpose and virtue, not from chasing fleeting pleasures. As Epictetus said, freedom is not achieved by satisfying desire, but by eliminating it. This means happiness isn't something you find out there. It's something you uncover within yourself when you stop letting your circumstances dictate your inner peace. The problem is, modern culture tells us the exact opposite. It sells us this idea that happiness is about feeling good all the time, constant positivity, comfort, and zero struggle. But a real, meaningful life includes challenges, effort, and even discomfort. It's those very struggles that make the triumphs feel so fulfilling. So, how do we break free from this paradox? We have to stop treating happiness like a destination and start cultivating it as a daily practice. Simple, evidence-based habits can completely change the game. Practice gratitude. Shift your focus from what you lack to what you already have. Practice mindfulness. Learn to experience each moment fully, without judging it as good or bad. And prioritize connection. Remember that happiness is amplified when it's shared with others. None of these things require you to be perfect, they just require you to be present. The next time you catch yourself thinking, I'll be happy when, just pause. Take a breath and ask yourself, what can I appreciate right now, in this moment? Because happiness isn't waiting for you at some future finish line. It's the quiet, powerful realization that right here, right now, even with all its imperfections, is already enough. The chase ends the moment you stop running. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content on living a more meaningful life. See you in the next one.